Welcome back to Essence TV. Now the good news is if you have only just caught up with Essence TV, you can check out all of our previous episodes on our website, essencetv.tv. Today we're catching up with the latest developments in the world of disability dance and talking in our conversations around the latest work by Restless Dance Theatre called Debut 2. The work of Restless is truly world class and it continues to inspire, encourage and challenge audiences and participants alike. My next guest has an associate degree in dance from Queensland University of Technology. He's toured both nationally and internationally with Lee Warren and dancers. He was rehearsal assistant for the Adelaide season of Opera Australia's Mikado. He's performed with ADT and choreographed his own piece for the Ignition series. And I'm very pleased to welcome Glen McCurley.
McCurley.
Oh, McCurley, Glen McCurley.
Okay.
I'm sorry, thank you. Nobody's ever messed up your name before, have they?
Never.
Never,
It
no.
never happens.
Now, Glen, tell us how you first connected. Actually, I'd like to find out about your work with ADT and the Ignition series first.
It's a very similar project to what Restless are doing with Debut, where the company gets the dancers to create short works for the company, and they do like a preview season. So it's a good opportunity for dancers to make that transition and develop into the next choreographers, basically.
Yeah. So how long had you been with ADT when you took on that opportunity?
It was in my second year with the company. So I'd been dancing in other companies previously, so I'd probably been dancing professionally for about 5-6 years, and then that would have been my first professional work.
Right, fantastic. And then how did you first connect with Restless?
Restless I was introduced to through working with ADT. I'd never worked with disabled dancers or anything outside of a typical, dance company life. So the first day, the first rehearsal was the first time I had met any of the dancers, and it sort of took it from there.
So you were working on a collaboration. What was that process like for you?
It was everything I didn't expect, and it was good. It was confronting at first because it challenges you to your preconceived ideas of what disability is or what dance is as well. And it sort of through the process learnt about it was more each individual person was just differently abled in different areas. So it was a learning curve for I think everyone involved, for Australian Dance Theatre to work in a different manner to approach the same goal, and I guess for Restless too, to be working with full-time athletes almost. So we had to meet in the middle to create the same goal at the end.
Yeah. So give us an overview of the work that Restless is doing now that you're involved in.
Okay, with Debut we have 4 of the Restless dancers who are doing the same thing that I've done before, transitioning into I guess choreography or directing more so. So they have 4 directors being mentored by 4 other artists. Some of us have experience in dance or with production basically. So we're more there just to help structure and guide the Restless dancers' ideas basically, and to milk and draw from them what it is that they want to create.
I guess that's a challenge for you because you'd have your own creative ideas, but then to submit that to their creative ideas.
It's a relief. I like it. It's nice to try to get the purity of someone else's idea and to put it onto a stage. And as a performer, having had the experience of being on the other side and knowing what you want to get from someone and the encouragement to do that, it's nice to be able to have that information to pass on to someone and to help create something that's in their head into reality.
So what's that process like with you mentoring Lorcan?
It's fun. It's fun. It's not work, it's like hanging out a bit, and I don't know, it feels really casual and easy. It's sort of just, it flows out in a very natural process.
So you're obviously enjoying that process?
Yeah, very much so.
Yeah, that's great. So what do you hope the outcomes will be for your working with Lorcan and Lorcan directing Restless and the others involved?
Well, I think both Lorcan and I are going through, transition periods in the art that we create or that we work with. So for me, transitioning into the other side of production and mentoring, to be, rather than receiving information constantly and presenting a work, to be passing on information and allowing that to happen separately is really nice. And for Lorcan to make that transition from dancer to director, and just it's another step up in leadership. And I think there's a lot of qualities that I'm learning just as much from him as I'm sure he is from me.
Fantastic. Well, thank you so much for coming in on Essence TV.
Thank you.
And we wish you all the best for the work that you're doing with Restless, with Debut 2. We're going to go and have a look at a snippet of a DVD that was done last year at Debut with Restless. There's a young guy called James Wall who's actually just recently graduated from working with Restless. But and his piece last year was about, for the first time, that. And tonight is his first time as guest relations on Essence TV. So we're going to surprise him and have a look at this DVD now. That was a snippet from a DVD made by Restless Dance Theatre for their series debut last year, and it's been a delight, Glen, to have you in, mentoring Lorcan and working with Restless and other dancers as well. We wish you all the very best.
Thank you very much.
Thank you so much. When we come back, we'll be chatting with one of the Tutti visual artists whose work has inspired the performance pieces that are being developed right now with Restless Dance Theatre. Don't go away. This is Essence TV.